Hey guys, and welcome to a task guide, Stirrup. For this task you need to eliminate 4 PMCs and you have to be using a pistol. I've put together a few guns that I would recommend you do in a ranking system. An FN57 you can get from Peacekeeper at tier 3 for about $300, and the best bullet to use is the SB193. This does have 35 penetration and 54 flesh, which is a pretty decent bullet. It does penetrate all the way up to tier 4 armor. Next I'd recommend is the APB. This does go for about 20k from Prapor himself. The best bullet in my opinion is the PMM. It does do 25 penetration and 56 flesh, so if you're going full auto at someone, this is a pretty good alternative. Next is the M9 Beretta or the MP443 Grutch. These are both practically the same thing. You can get this from tier 1 Peacekeeper, so this is available from day 1, and this is from tier 2 Prapor. This is going for about 13k and this is going for about $190, round about that price. The armor penetrating 9x19 is from Peacekeeper tier 4. It is pretty decent. It's got 25 penetration and 52 flesh. It does penetrate all the way up to tier 4 armor. And finally, if you want to go down the cheap route, grab yourself a PM pistol from Prapor tier 1. I would always recommend if you run decent bullets though. So if you could get the PMM, I would definitely recommend it. And now what map to do this on. I would hugely recommend if you go to factory. What you could do is rush the spawns at the start. And now the map I would recommend that you get these kills on is factory. Factory is an extremely close quarters map. I'm going to show you where all of the 9 spawns are and how you could possibly approach each spawn. So this area here is called area 3. The spawn is literally just here next to the forklift. Now from this point you got glass hallway, which is also another spawn, which you spawn at this location next to the blinking light. So there's 2 spawns there. There's also a spawn in the very back of the forklift area just in here, and another one which is just down there. So these 4 locations are relatively close to each other. So if you spawn in this location, you can look out towards this hallway as well as looking to your left, so they're 2 easy kills. There is also a spawn that's kind of like in the middle of the map, which is you have 2 possible ways to go to. The spawn is just down here, which is called White Camelbak. You spawn here at this location. So you have a choice of either pushing those 4 spawns in this direction or pushing some spawns in this direction. If you decide to go this way, there is a spawn over here to the left, just by that red light inside here, and a red blinking light is also down underground. I'll show you where it is. Just here. So from White Camelbak you can come push over to this direction. If you happen to get this spawn, the red blinky, I don't actually see it that often, but if you do, I'd recommend if you come up these stairs up here, you have got 2 spawns. You've got a spawn over here which is the barrel, and then you've got a spawn over here which is offline. As well as from this location, you get a lot of people who spawn in the room over there actually come push up to push offline and barrel. So this is usually quite a common engagement point. So if you're spawned down at this location, you're pushing up, you can use this blue tarp tail group thing on the pallet as good cover. So the spawn inside here it's literally just here. So when you push out, make sure you watch the blue tarp because you'll see their heads, or just to the left next to the spindle, and of course the barrel spawn. 9 times out of 10 when people spawn here, the first thing they do is rush out and go to the left. Mainly so the people who come up from here are going to be looking over towards offline, and it's also a good position to get up into 3-story. If you do spawn at these locations and you kill the people here, if you don't have the factory key, I'd recommend if you head up to the 3-story offices, always close these doors because obviously PMCs will open them. There will be scavs at this location, so they will be roaming, which could also possibly open up the doors. Usually hatchlings like to come up here and rush the safe that's under here. But continuing on, oh wow, an SVD. Continuing on from up here, if you did spawn in down at that location, this bridge is a pretty good spot. If you killed those people by the time the engagement has finished over this side, then you got this pretty good spot here. You can always jump on top of blue container. Don't forget to check here because people are doing tasks where they've got to drop off a secure folder in that location, as well as you might be able to hear people if they're extract camping. Extract camping is an extremely big issue with factory because, you know, if you don't have the factory key, there's only one extract, which is this location. But this is also a pretty good spot to watch long. Down at this location, this door and this door can both be opened, as well as you can see people push out of glass hallway. Hopefully this has been enough tips for you. A last one that I just thought of, people like to sit behind this container here and kill scavs. Usually they're a lot more lower geared, so that might be quite an easy kill for you. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video.